guys, Samar from this side, back again with a new tutorial video. In this video, we are continuing our topic of state management through provider in Flutter that we seen in the last video. In this video, we are going to discuss a new topic about providers so that you can getting comfortable very much with the provider. So without wasting any time, let's switch to the screen. How can you update a widget from another widget? And we see here when we in the main screen click on that plus button, that number is getting updated, and when we navigate to the second screen, that number also get updated, because when the main screen is updated, the second screen state is also updated through state management. So in this video we can see one more thing. Just like in the second screen, here you can see we take the stored number from that container stored variable and we see it here. But the main thing is that in the top level provider, if I write here integer get stored number 1, and here I write number plus 1, in that same way if I write here and here I also increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in the second screen I just copy here 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here come in that first of the text we write about the stored number. Here I write stored number 1. Here I write stored number 2. Here I write stored number 3. Stored number 4. Stored number 5. Stored number 6, stored number, okay. Now you can see here, if we declare multiple getter or multiple variable or method value that will help us to take the data from that container, so we have to write here in the second screen with that prefix as usual, provider.of in the angular bracket, provider name and context. But writing that portion of the text is very much irritating. In case you have just considered, just like you have more than 100 getter or that method that will return the value, so that method is not very much feasible because you have to write that things again and again. Here provider provide you one more important thing, that is consumer. So what is consumer? Let's first write here so you can understand it. So in the body I write here consumer. Here in the angular bracket we have to write the provider name, that is top level provider. Okay, so in the builder what we can do, let's see what is written. It will return context provider as a object and the widget. So we just need that provider and nothing that two variables. So if that two variables is not required, we can use here underscore and here the double underscore, because underscore can be used once at the point of time. So here I write builder and here I write provider in the small case, and here I write double underscore, so that because that first and third value will not be used. Now copy that, cut it, okay. Now just paste it here. Okay. Now what we can do here, we have to copy that provider that is written by that builder provider object, and what we have to do in every provider.top level provider of context, what I want to do. So what I want to done here, instead of that line that is present here in many of the 8 times probably, we have to replace it with that provider that we getting from that builder, okay, as a second variable parameter. Now here I write, okay, so now I want to replace it, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now let's make a hot reload here, and let's see if it is working or not. So here I increase the number to the up to 150, and if I navigate here you can see 150 number plus 1, 151 number plus 2, 152, in that way number plus 7, 157. Okay, so using that consumer, you don't have to worry about the context of the widget, because when we write before here we have to write provider.of context. Sometimes what happen, that context getting in especially from the stateless widget in that another method is not possible. So we can write here in that way so that we can avoid that context, and we can get the object kind from that builder parameter here, and we can call the getter from there. Okay, so in a widget tree, when you call a provider method or provider getter to take a value, you can use in that way, in that consumer type, instead of that provider.of context, if you want to avoid that context. There is many situation will be come in the future videos of that series where using that context will be very much difficult. In that case, we will particularly use here in that way, consumer, provider name and builder with that. So that's all for today. I think you love this video. If you love this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. The next video of the series is coming very soon. Stay tuned for that. Have a nice day. Bye.